I'm going to tell you something I've never said out loud before. She's asleep right now. Curled on her side, breathing soft, like nothing in the world has ever touched her. Like she's innocent. Like she hasn't spent every Sunday morning slipping out of our house with a different excuse stitched neatly into her voice. I sit in the dark, watching her. Not with anger. Not anymore. Just understanding. The streetlight leaks through the blinds, slicing her face into shadows. I already know where she was this morning. I know who she was with. I know what she said, what she did, what she promised. She thinks she's careful. She thinks I don't notice patterns. But tonight, I left her a gift. And she hasn't found it yet. If you enjoy mind-bending revenge, subscribe to us. What's your home country and current time? It's fascinating to track our story's journey across the world. It started small. Sunday mornings were always different. She'd wake up earlier than usual, quieter than usual. No phone alarms, no stretching, no lazy smiles. Just this careful, rehearsed stillness. Then she'd slip out of bed, dress in the dim light, and leave a soft kiss on my cheek like a signature. Brunch with Maya. Yoga class. Volunteering downtown. Different excuses. Same tone. Polished. Practiced. I didn't question it at first. Because that's what good husbands do, right? But trust has a sound. A rhythm. And hers started skipping. She had no idea. The first crack came from silence. Her phone. Always face down. Always on silent. Notifications wiped before I even saw the glow. Once, I picked it up casually, just to check the time. But not unusual. But the screen form. Recently used. At 6:12 a.m. On a Sunday. She said she was asleep. That's when the whisper started. Something's wrong. The game was just beginning. I didn't confront her. I don't believe in messy reactions. I believe in data. So I watched. Quietly. I installed a small update on our home router. Nothing invasive, just enough to log activity. Websites. Timings. Patterns. Then a second layer, something subtler, on the smart home system. Microphones. Passive. Always listening. She laughed more when I wasn't around. That was the first thing I learned. She had no idea. Sunday logs told a story. Not yoga. Not brunch. Encrypted messaging platforms. Temporary accounts. Location pings bouncing between cities. San Francisco one week, Boston the next, Phoenix after that. Impossible distances. Unless the meetings weren't physical. Unless the intimacy wasn't traditional. That realization didn't hurt. It intrigued me. She wasn't just cheating. She was performing. The game was just beginning. The camera came next. Hidden. Placed where truth lives. In the hesitation between actions. Our living room. Facing the couch. She didn't notice. Of course she didn't. People never look where they feel safe. The first Sunday I stayed home. Pretended to leave. Watched from my phone. She walked in at 11:43 a.m. Smiling. Different. Lighter. And then she sat down, unlocked her phone, and spoke. Hey, I missed you. Not to me. To the screen. She laughed. So intimate. A version of her I hadn't seen in years. She had no idea. I collected everything. Conversations. Voice notes. Fragments of affection sent to strangers behind usernames and filters. Different men. Different personas. She wasn't just one person online. She was many. A Sunday woman. A rotating illusion. Each man thinking he was special. Each lie layered carefully. And every Sunday, she came back to me with a new excuse. I didn't feel betrayed. I felt chosen. Because out of all her lies, she still came home. The game was just beginning. I changed nothing. Not yet. I smiled. Listened. Watched her unravel slowly under the weight of something she couldn't name. It began subtly. A misplaced object. A whisper from a speaker she didn't turn on. A notification tone when her phone was off. She froze the first time it happened. Looked around. Hello. No answer. But I was listening. Boys. She had no idea. Next came the mirrors. Not literal. Digital. I synced her hidden accounts. Replicated them. I started replying. Not as me. As them. Same tone. Same rhythm. But slightly off. Are you sure that's what happened? Your stories don't always match. You said something different last week. Doubt is a seed. You don't plant it loudly. You whisper it. The game was just beginning. She started checking over her shoulder. Deleting messages twice. 3 times. Her Sundays changed. Longer silences. Shorter replies. One morning she didn't go out at all. Just sat on the edge of the bed. Staring at her phone. Like it might bite her. I almost laughed. But I didn't. I waited. She had no idea. The gift came last. Simple. Elegant. I uploaded a compilation. Every persona. Every lie. Every contradiction. Not public. Not yet. Just scheduled. A countdown she couldn't see. But I could. And on that final Sunday, I placed a small box on her dresser. She found it at 10:07 a.m. Hands trembling. Inside. A tablet. Unlocked. Playing everything. Her voice. Her faces. Her lies. All stitched together into one undeniable truth. She watched. Didn't cry. Didn't scream. Just broke. Quietly. Like glass under pressure. The game was over. She never asked if I knew. She didn't have to. I never raised my voice. Never demanded answers. I simply removed myself. Emotionally first. Then physically. The upload went live the next morning. Not viral. Not explosive. Just precise. Sent to the right people. The right eyes. Her world collapsed silently. Just like she did. Now, Sundays are quiet again. The house feels honest. Empty, but honest. Sometimes I still sit in the dark. Out of habit. Listening. Waiting. But there's nothing left to hear. Because the truth already spoke. And she finally listened. The end.